Hi everyone, welcome back to EcommerceSuccess by Ad360. Today we're going to review a shop selling mostly tech products, and we're going to see what's the problem when you're selling too many different products and you don't have a cohesive theme and a brand story and a company's mission clearly stated. You need to create trust in a way. We're going to compare that store to the Bose website and see what they do on their end to generate trust, generate a need or a desire in the customer's mind for their products. And if you're not as known as Bose, you need to double down on the effort. You don't need to do less than them, but more than them to convince people to buy from you. So let's see in this video how to create product descriptions that give people the desire to buy your products. Before we do so, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, commenting below. Whenever we see one of your comments, it makes our day, and it's a good signal to YouTube that these videos are valuable, and it helps us grow the channel and help more business owners be productive, happy and successful. So thank you in advance. This video is brought to you by Ad360. Ad360 is the easiest way to increase your online sales. If you have an online store on Shopify, for example, there is an app in the Shopify store. You can click on one button, and in one click you can generate ads that run all over the web, on mobile apps, blogs, news sites to promote your products. It's the easiest way to grow your store. If you'd like to learn more, there is a free trial for 14 days. You can try and see for yourself. Okay, now let's get into the content. So I'm reviewing a store shared on the Shopify community, and so this is the store. So I'm going to criticize a few items, okay, but my only intention is to help you improve your website, get more customers, more sales, more revenue. So it's coming from a place of good intention, but I'm going to be a bit critical because I think this might be your first e-commerce website. So congrats on getting started. It's great, but you need to do a lot better if you want to get a ton of sales on your website. The first problem I see is you don't have your own domain name. That's a problem. That's a red flag. Already, if I were browsing your site, I see this, I might leave immediately because this tells me you don't have your own domain. Maybe there's something wrong. This is a red flag. So already the trust is kind of lost here. So that's a big problem. So you need to get your own domain. Next, the problem is I have this image, but I don't see any text here in the first view I got when I landed on your homepage. Just from the name or the titles, I don't really understand what you're selling. Even the website title, which you can see on the tab here, follow your true passion, doesn't really tell us anything about what you're selling. You want to use this title to put relevant information and relevant keywords, because this is also what's going to be displayed when we look your site on Google. Right now, let's give it a try. Actually, I don't know if is your site coming up. So if I type this, I don't see your site coming up on Google. Let's try with the full domain, and if you don't know, there's a technique. You can write site, semicolon, and then your domain, and see if this comes up. Okay, so it does come up here, you see, but I think you can do better in terms of SEO. So I definitely recommend you try the Google Search Console and you follow these steps to set up search properly. And if you need help, I made several videos in the channel about the Search Console of Google and how to rank on Google. But here you see, so this title, so you have 2 times your brand name on the title, and this follow your true passion is not really telling anything about what you're selling. So that's a problem. You want to say what it is that you're selling on the title in the description below. Here it just says online fantastic shop with latest trends. So 2 problems. The first one is it's not clear to people what you're selling. Secondly, you're missing out on an opportunity to put interesting keywords in your title or description so that when people type funny tech gadgets or tech products or high-tech, affordable tech products, because I think that's what you're selling, your website has a chance to rank because the keywords that are in this description and this title are super important for Google. They weigh a lot more than the rest of your website content. So hey, you're missing an opportunity to sell, to say that you're selling, you know, affordable tech products. So if someone types affordable tech product on Google, they're more likely to find your website if these words are to be found somewhere here. Okay, so second issue or third issue, we don't see any text here. We have actually to scroll down to see something here. And again, so it's not super easy to read and it doesn't really tell us what you're selling. So you have to be super clear what you're selling. Like the first impression we get on your site is that you're selling coffee, which I doubt is what you're actually selling. And it might not be iPad either because you don't have the right to sell these, I imagine. So it's not super clear. So you have to choose an image which is really clear about what you're selling. Okay, and then the problem I see is you have a bunch of different tech products, which are, you know, fairly priced, but they're not really trust inspiring or confidence inspiring. That's from for a number of reasons. The first one is we have super different products. Usually on these websites you have different collections presented, and there is a cohesive theme for all the products in that collection. Now what's the you know relationship between this stuff? I don't really understand what this is. The headphones and then the sleeping headphones make sense. Then you have a lot of headphones, but what is this stuff? We don't really know. Sometimes having more products is not always good. Sometimes having more product can deter people from buying from it because they don't really understand what your store is about, what it is that you're selling, what your brand is about, what are your brand values. So we don't really know your brand. This is a new store. So you have to make an extra effort to really clearly explain who you are, why you're doing this, why are you selling these products. In the absence of a good reason to buy from you, I'd much rather buy from Amazon or eBay or even AliExpress. I don't really get a reason to buy from you. So it's super important that you give us this reason. If you're not super well known, you don't have an established brand like Bose has, for example, why should we buy from you? And the price only is not a good enough reason. I'd much rather buy a more expensive product from Bose, which is a trusted, tried and true brand, or I'd rather pay a small increment, a marginally higher price, or even maybe double that price. I'd rather pay double that price on Amazon or eBay, and I know I'm getting the product, and if I don't get it, I can complain. The problem with this website is you don't know if you're ever going to get the product. Now, I'm not saying, you know, you're not going to ship them, but what's the guarantee you're giving to people, you know? So for your brand, I think you have to give more explanations on the homepage about who you are, you know, what your brand is about, what's your mission, maybe show your team, present your team members, so that we know, okay, we have a reason to buy from you. Maybe it is that you're passionate about tech products and tech gadgets and you've tried everything on the market and you're only going to present for each category the best product for, you know, per dollar amount. So like the best, most affordable product that you can buy for like a really cheap price. And that can be a positioning, that can be super interesting, but you have to say so. Maybe you have to present yourself. You have to say, okay, for each product we only present, you know, different products that we've tested ourselves. Maybe show like a video review that you make yourself. Maybe show, you know, different articles, reviews, a blog. You have to give us a reason, right? Second thing on your product page, okay, you have a nice big image. That's nice. The product title will be too long. This looks like it's just copied from like AliExpress or a different marketplace where you have these long keyword stuffed titles, which, you know, might be good to come up in these marketplaces, but it's not really good to inspire confidence on an e-commerce website like that. So I would definitely just put like maybe gamer headphones, and then all these other stuff, Bluetooth, surround sound, stereo, wireless, all of this stuff are benefits or features that you have to explain below. Here you see the problem is you have this product, and then you have like other products, and that's it. And there is another problem in terms of confidence. Here you have like something which seems like 20 reviews, and below that you have customer reviews, no reviews yet. And even below that, you have other reviews for products that have nothing to do with this. So this is another red flag. Like nobody's going to buy from this website if you have discrepancies like here, like 20 reviews, here no reviews, and then 2 reviews which have nothing to do with the product. This is a super bad sign, and people might leave the website just because of this and not buying. So now the other biggest problem I have with this page is there's no description, no text, no benefits. So why should people buy this? And again, if you think they're going to buy just because of the price, they will not. That's not a good enough reason to buy from an unknown source, a new brand, which is not a trusted website. There's too much of a risk for the customer. You have to give them a good reason to buy. Look at the Bose website for comparison. This is the Bose website, which is a very well-known, well-established brand of headphones. And they have a much more expensive product. I'm sure they're selling more of these every day than you're selling of this product, even if I don't have any info on your brand. I'm sure of that because I bought one of these not too long ago, and I'd much rather buy this at a very high price because this is quite an expensive product compared to something like that, which I don't have any info about the product. I don't know if it's going to break soon or not. I don't know what are the features. Look at what Bose is doing. So they have multiple images of the product, but then look at all the content they have. You have all these features, noise cancelling, adjustable EQ, lightweight, the battery, 24 hours, Bluetooth. So you have a ton of different features. Then you have a lot of text, descriptions, you have videos, you have social proofs or reviews from magazines online. Then you have more explanations about this noise cancelling feature, which is a super important feature for them. Then you have more text, more pictures. It's very lively, very imagey. You can see on multiple settings, multiple persons, how it looks like. And you have more descriptions. Each of these features are super well described and explained. And maybe someone is going to buy because it's high fidelity audio. Maybe another person is going to buy because it's lightweight and they had another headphone, it was too heavy. Maybe another person is going to buy because of the long battery. So each time you give a new feature and you detail that feature, you're giving more reasons to people to buy your product, right? And not each of these is going to be relevant for everybody, but the more you pile on these features and benefits and images, the more likely it is that someone finds a good reason that they will buy the product for. So you see all the stuff. Then you have stories in the blog, you have different images, the social media stuff. Then you have detailed specs. You see dimensions, weight, the Bluetooth, the mic, the colors, the compatible app. Then you have some reviews and some detailed reviews, not just a number, but some detailed, qualitative reviews. That's super interesting. Then you have accessories. After that, you still have a very long FAQ. So you see a ton more info. If I have a question, what is a wear mode? I can see a description. How long will the battery stay charged? You see, you have a ton more info here, and you have guides. So compared to your page, the Bose page has maybe like 100 times more info, right? It's super long, super detailed, super well documented. And that's why they can sell a lot of these. If they just had the product image, the price tag, and the buy button, they would still maybe sell them because they're well established. They're a well-known brand. But even for them, they're taking the time and making the effort of detailing this much their product. And if you're not as well known as Bose and not as reputable a brand, you shouldn't do less than them, but even more efforts than them to describe the product, give reasons, give benefits, give features, give reviews, social proof, images. You have to make a ton more efforts to convince someone to buy from you if you're not as well known and established. So I'd like your page to be like maybe twice as long as the Bose page and with twice as much content. And then maybe you'd have a chance of selling your products. And that's irrelevant of the price tag, because of course the more expensive the product is, the more reasons and benefits and features you have to give. But even for a low-priced product like this, you still have to give reasons to people. They're still going, if they're super, especially if they're super attentive to the pricing. They might go on multiple websites, compare pricing, compare features, compare descriptions, and here there's just not enough information for them to make an informed decision. So even if you're looking at the right category of people looking for like budget items, super affordable, you're still not giving enough info for them to make the purchase here. I hope this was helpful information for you. I'm sure you can change a few things around, present your team, your brand, your values, add more descriptions on the product, maybe remove some of the products, focus on a smaller amount of products, but with like personal reviews, maybe take a video of yourself reviewing the product, sell people on the fact that you've tried yourself a ton of different brands and you've selected only the high quality product yet at a budget price, and that could be a super interesting positioning that could work. But you have to say something, you have to position yourself, you have to give a brand story, and you have to give reasons for people to buy your products. I wish you a ton of success, a ton of sales. If you'd like any help to improve your website, fix your website, we're giving a ton of service for free at the moment for early testers of our app in exchange of detailed feedback on what they like or not about Ad360. Ad360 is going to make it easy for you to bring people to your website, to generate a ton of traffic and generate sales, but you still need to have a highly converting website for this to be worth it. That's why, in addition to allow you to run ads super simply with just one click on the app, we're also providing a ton of free service, free consulting. We can help you fix your domain stuff, the title, descriptions, SEO problems, structure, your marketing strategy. So all of that is something we're happy to help you. We're not going to charge you for the service. It's just our way of helping you be successful, have a high converting website, and then you can accelerate your success with Ad360 ads to bring more people to your website. I wish you a ton of success. I hope to talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye.